welcome to On This Day in Tudor History with me, Claire Ridgway, author of several Tudor history books. Now today, the 26th of July, is the feast day of Saint Anne, mother of the Virgin Mary and grandmother of Jesus Christ. So happy Saint Anne's Day to any Annes or Annas out there watching. Have a great day. Now, we don't know the birth date of Queen Anne Boleyn, second wife of King Henry VIII and mother of Queen Elizabeth I, but I often wonder whether Anne was born on St Anne's Day, although she may simply have been named after her Aunt Anne, who could have stood as her godmother. That was quite traditional, so we just don't know. But St Anne was very important to Anne Boleyn. At Anne Boleyn's coronation procession on the 31st of May 1533, a tableau by John Leyland and Nicholas Udall at Leadenhall in Gracechurch Street took St Anne as its theme. This two-part pageant or tableau featured Anne Boleyn's falcon badge. A castle was depicted with a green and a tree stump, and on a hill below the tree stump sat St Anne and her descendants, her daughters, the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mary Salome and Mary Cleopas, and their families. At this tableau, Anne was addressed by a boy speaking verses written by Nicholas Udall. For like as from this devout Saint Anne issued this holy generation first Christ to redeem the soul of man, then James the Apostle and the Evangelist John, with these others which in such fashion, by teaching and good life our faith confirmed, that from that time yet too it hath not failed. As the boy finished speaking these verses, out of the tree stump flowed red and white flowers, roses, and then out of a cloud painted on the roof of the tableau swooped Anne Boleyn's white falcon. This falcon landed on the tree stump and flowers and was then crowned by an angel with an imperial crown. It was Anne Boleyn's falcon badge brought to life, explaining that Anne would revive the dead Baron Tudor line with children that came from both the York and Lancastrian lines. This tableau and the poetry were emphasising England's hope for Anne and the child that she was carrying at that moment. It was making out that Anne, as historian Eric Ives explains, would go on to rival the maternal success of her patron saint and namesake, Saint Anne. Of course, as Ives also points out, Saint Anne actually only produced daughters. My friend Nassim, in an article that she wrote on the coronation procession for the Anne Boleyn Files website, also explains the name Anne was equated with grace, promoting the idea that through Anne's marriage to the monarch and the bearing of issue, the realm would receive God's favour, as Saint Anne was favoured by being the mother of the Holy Virgin. And of course, Anne was actually the mother of the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth I, so I do like that. There were such high hopes for England's new queen and the baby she was carrying, but sadly Anne wouldn't be given much of a chance to give Henry VIII children, being executed on what we believe were false charges of treason less than 3 years after her coronation. She did, however, produce that iconic Queen Elizabeth I, who's regarded as one of England's greatest monarchs. Also on this day in Tudor history, the 26th of July 1588, 4,000 men assembled at Tilbury Fort in an effort to prevent the Spanish Armada from travelling up the Thames and attacking London. Find out what had led to this day in last year's video, which I'll give you a link to. You can find that link in the description. Thank you for joining me today. You can subscribe by clicking round about there. You can hit the bell to be notified as these videos go live, and you can give me a like and leave me a comment. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.